The reason that I bought the car was obviously for the transmission, of course, right? Tremec TR6060, which ended up being destroyed. It's completely stripped and in this bucket. It's not supposed to look like that. This is gonna be one of 3 manual Hellcat Chargers in existence.
In Las Vegas, victory lane for Fox Television. Ricky Bobby, today's big winner. Heck of a win for you today, but it seems as if you can win or crash the car trying to win.
Well, Dak, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellent, and nobody can hang with my stuff. You know, I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last.
Kind of good there, my guy.
You know what I'm talking about? That phrase, trademark, not for Ricky Bobby.
They didn't see nothing. Hello, I'm Jensen. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. If you haven't seen in the previous video, I bought a salvaged manual Dodge Challenger. 3-pedal. Good 6-speed. Gonna take the manual transmission out of here. Yeah. For some reason, Dodge only made manual Hellcats in Challenger platforms, not the Charger platform. So I decided after 6 or 7 years of owning this thing and wanting to do it, finally pulled the trigger, finally going to make it happen. So the reason that I bought the car was obviously for the transmission, of course, right? Well, not including the rear end and all the electrical and other components that I'm gonna need from that car, which is gonna make a huge difference in this whole thing, rather than just buying a transmission and then buying everything piece by piece, because that would have been extremely expensive. So as you guys know, I bought it from Copart and it was kind of sight unseen, and the transmission ended up being in the trunk in pieces. 6-speed, but she's in a couple pieces, which ended up being destroyed. Is obviously why they took it out of the Challenger. Anyway, we have the Tremec TR6060, aka M6, and this thing is a very, very expensive transmission. I can't find this thing anywhere for the Hellcat platform anyway for under like 3 grand. So very expensive transmission. This thing currently, and this is the core of a transmission anyway, just pulled it apart. All of the gears were taken out, and let's take a look at those. Let's take a look at some of the internals of that good old TR6060, huh? So, as you can see, everything is taken out of that transmission, from the gears to all the bearings, input, output shaft. Thing is completely stripped and in this bucket, which is not the way I wanted the trans to be. I wanted it to be able to slap right in, but if you take a look, there's something extremely wrong with this gear. Yeah, it's not supposed to look like that. This one behind it has a little bit of wear as well, but yeah, if you look at those teeth, the ones behind it are worn. Those definitely have some wear. They almost look like knives. But I don't know if this is the input shaft or the output shaft. I don't know which is which. I don't know shit about transmissions, but I know it's not supposed to look like that. That's for damn sure. So what are we gonna do? I've been talking to one of my buddies that rebuilds transmissions out here, and he has a Hellcat platform TR6060 that he has already rebuilt. Been talking with him, trying to figure out, you know, trying to agree upon a price, and I'll trade him the core for his freshly rebuilt trans and some cash or whatever. So hopefully that works out. I'll let you guys know about that, but that'll be the savior of the day, not gonna lie, because we have the rear end. The only other thing we need is the drive shaft. Talk to my homie, the only other person that I know that has done the swap in the Charger up in North Carolina, my boy Morax. He combined the Challenger and the Charger drive shaft. He said that you can just have them take it apart at the CV joints and have them mated, and it'll be the correct fit and length and stuff, because they're not exactly the same length, and you definitely want to have the right drive shaft in there. I could go get a custom one made, but if you could just combine the two, that's That's definitely the easiest route to go for sure. Apparently the clutch pedal just bolts right into the firewall. I won't even have to drill a hole or anything. It's already there, which is dope as hell. I don't think I have to swap the console over. They didn't in theirs. They didn't put the dash, the Challenger dash in either. The dudes at Autotopia did. I'm not sure why. If, you know, I guess they don't have to, obviously, if the guys in North Carolina didn't. I kind of would rather keep the Charger dash and center console. I don't know. I don't know if you have to or not, just based on sensors and that, all that type of stuff. We'll see. I'm not positive. I have no idea about this thing. I'm kind of, to be completely honest, nervous, scared, but I'm ready to send it. It's been hella years talking about it, so I'm finally gonna pull the trigger and actually do this damn thing. Been talking about it for hella long. Let's fucking do it. Come on. So besides the interior and having to swap that, definitely have to swap the rear end, because right now it's got a 309 gear ratio in it, and the manual Hellcats come with a 370. The Scats come with a 390. So a lot of people got that confused when I put the 309s in this car. They're like, oh, you got the Scat rear end, blah, blah, blah. No, 390 is the Scat Pack rear end. The 309 is the Hellcat Red Eye Demon differential. So I'm gonna have to swap the rear end. I don't think I'll have to change the axles or anything like that. Pretty sure they're the same axles, but I have them if I have to. I'm not positive. The manual Hellcats came with a dual disc clutch. I'm going to be upgrading to a triple disc clutch because I have a little bit more horsepower, so it'll be a higher rated horsepower. And on that, I will be working with Mantic clutches. So huge shout out to my guy Jeff at Mantic clutches. Met him at the PRI event in Indiana with Jose and Nima, all the other guys. Huge shout out to them. Really cool guy and a great company as well. Extremely quality product. So stay tuned. I'll do an unboxing and an install of that thing here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna have a very, very nice clutch rated for a lot of horsepower, and it'll be perfect for this car. So I have the manual trans, triple disc, the 370 gears in the rear, the Challenger Charger drive shaft combo, and the clutch will come with a new flywheel and all that shit. I will want to put in a short shifter. I've been researching a couple different ones. One of the main ones that I've seen online is the Barton short throw shifter for the Hellcats, at least that's what I've seen. A lot of people have thrown in, so might get one of those. I've reached out to them. Hopefully they reach out back. Super nice short throw shifter. That would be dope to throw in there as well. One of the only other things I'll have to figure out is the hydro handbrake. It's gonna be pretty easy though. As soon as I get the manual trans in there, I'll be able to have someone create a mount for a dual bracket back there, so we can put a dual caliper setup for the handbrake and not run it through the same brake booster and shit like that. So it'll be a separate system, which is always good because you can use the brakes and the hydro at the same time. It's not like, never gets over pressurized or anything. But having a hydro in this car is the whole reason I'm swapping a manual transmission in there. And I did read everyone's comments on the last video. There's a lot of people saying rebuild the Challenger, throw the Hellcat motor into the Cutlass, all this stuff. I think we'll see, but I might be selling the Cutlass back to its original owner. Not positive yet, but we'll see. Stay tuned. Still not 100% on that. Don't want to rebuild the Challenger because I'm going to be using a lot of electrical out of that car, and a lot of electrical in this car won't work in that car. So I'll have to buy a bunch of stuff for the Challenger out of pocket. It doesn't make sense. So I'm not going to rebuild the Challenger. I am going to take that motor and put it into something. So comment down below what you guys would want to see that motor go into, because I'll have the automatic transmission out of this car and it's just going to be sitting. So I'll have an auto trans and a motor just waiting to be put in something. But anyway, we're going to get to pulling a bunch of stuff out of that Challenger very soon. It's been pouring down rain and we don't have a space indoors to work on it, so we gotta wait for a day where it's not dumping cats and dogs outside. Get it? Cats and dogs? Ha! But a bunch of more videos coming on that very, very soon, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, follow along the journey, because this is gonna be one of 3 manual Hellcat Chargers in existence. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, all that stuff. If you'd like to support the channel, go down below to helloclothing.com, grab you some merch. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for supporting. Later.
We're in Las Vegas, victory lane for Fox Television. Ricky Bobby, today's big winner. Heck of a win for you today, but it seems as you can either win or crash the car trying to win.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff. You know, I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last.
Kind of good there,
You know,
my guy.
what I'm talking about? That phrase, trademark, not Ricky Bobby.
They didn't see nothing.